Yeah.
So good,
That's his Spanish
good
name.
morning, good morning.
Yeah, man. So, Seth, what's up?
All right, all right. Thanks for having me this morning.
No problem,
I
man.
want to deal with a little topic that has been in the news lately regarding a social media influencer that has lost her life. All right, so I would of course share my screen so
Sure.
we could take a look at that article. So from Daily Mail here.
Right.
And this here, as you see in the heading here, I knew she was about to die. Mother of vegan influencer Zana Dihat, her real surname is Samsonova, 39, who died of starvation and exhaustion, reveals that she begged her daughter to come home to Moscow to save her from her nightmare diet.
Wow, nightmare diet.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some of the images of the individual. As you can see her face here and body.
Right.
Right, you could see severely underweight, malnourished. This is her mom.
Yeah.
Let's continue. This is the 39-year-old. Right. She has been a vegan for the past 15 years, and the last 10 years of those 15 years, she has been on a raw food, raw vegan diet. Raw fruit, raw vegan diet.
Okay.
Now, as you have known, I have spoken about this for quite a while, as you can see the physique here.
Here, I'm trying to figure out now. I'm going to stop you one time. Like, I just always wonder, right? Like, when people go on these diets and things, they don't see them. I mean, when they look in the mirror, they don't see how they're looking. Like how I see in that there. They don't see that.
And that brings us to something interesting, because what happens when you are on those extreme diets, you almost always end up with mental health issues.
Right.
You almost always end up with mental health issues that you are unable to see that you are causing harm to yourself. Now remember, your body have safety mechanisms to protect you from harming yourself.
Right.
This is why if you try to commit suicide from holding your breath, you would pass out and start back breathing. Right? Your body have safety mechanisms to do so. But when you go on these types of diets, as you could see here on Psychology Today, when it mentions the vegan brain, now we're not going to go through the whole thing, but when it mentions the vegan brain, it shows a lot of deficiencies that people on a vegan diet suffer from vitamin A deficiency, vitamin D deficiency, vitamin K2 deficiency, vitamin B12 deficiency, the other vitamin B's deficiencies, the iodine deficiencies, iron deficiencies, zinc deficiencies, essential fatty acids deficiencies, cholesterol deficiencies. All these deficiencies that people suffer from or are at risk of suffering from on a vegan diet, but yet we're still pushing and promoting it.
Right.
Right. The biggest problem that we have today regarding anything health-wise, the biggest problem is ignorance. That's the biggest thing. Ignorance is the biggest issue. People do not know, and most people are not interested in knowing. And the reason why I would say that they're not interested in knowing is, you talk to any doctor, like I've mentioned before, I have friends that are doctors. People think I just, me and doctors are just enemies. I have friends that are doctors, and they have told me repeatedly that people don't want to listen to them. Patients would come in and tell them they want this drug, or they want this, or they want to take a pill for this. And many people, the general public, refuse to want to make lifestyle changes. So pharmaceuticals exist, yes, because they want to make profit, yes. But that only happens because there is also a demand by the people
There's a demand
for so-called shortcuts.
Yeah.
Because next week what I'm going to come with is to show you 2 drugs in America, weight loss drugs, that are now wreaking havoc. And it's a drug these drugs are heavily endorsed by so-called entertainers and celebrities.
Yeah.
And it's wreaking havoc on health.
That's what they do.
And
They use these celebrities to sell it.
People have to understand that because somebody is a celebrity means they're intelligent.
No, it just means they're getting a paycheck to endorse something that they probably know very little about.
Right? Some celebrities reach stardom for singing a song. or for their good acting, but that does not mean they are intelligent or knowledgeable with regards to health.
Yeah.
So we blindly follow celebrities, right? Their job is to entertain.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They are not into healthcare. They don't know, not because they are doing something or you see them eating something or backing something, mean that it is correct or it is healthy.
Yeah, there are athletes. Right? There are athletes that will back a particular brand, but they really don't believe in the brand, you know. But that's the brand.
Exactly.
That's the brand that tie them down.
I saw an ad with Kim Kardashian. Right, eating this new artificial plant-based meat, and she's holding up it, and you check, she just bit this thing, but there is no bite marks. There is no part of it missing. And she's chewing. She did not even bite it, right? But you know, people are going to run and buy that product, all right?
Yeah.
And many times they advertise these things and they try to highlight it tastes good. There are many things that taste good and have no nutritional benefit for the body.
Yeah.
All right? Now, what I tell people I'm in the business of, which is sometimes something that people take for granted. Pharmaceuticals are in the business of drugs. Herbalists are in the business of herbs. Right? Nutritionists are in the business of I'm in the business of knowledge.
Right.
That's the business I'm in. Knowledge is power. Right?
Of course.
For my people have died for lack of knowledge, Hosea 4:6.
Yeah.
So I'm in the business of knowledge. That's what I do. I educate people on health and nutrition. Educate, because when you have the knowledge, you can now make an informed decision.
That's right.
About your health, about your nutrition, because you now know.
Yeah.
Right? We can't want to remain ignorant and just blindly trust. Many people have blindly trust and they went and they pushed the shoulder and took a jab, right? And now they're sick. Because they blindly trusted.
Yeah.
Right?
And I see.
We need to stop blind.
I think the Minister of Health was on the news last night talking about on what was it? Like certain pharmaceuticals that have not been approved. That they want to go get them out of the pharmacies because it can endanger people's lives. But he was just sanctioning a emergency use drug, one that had not been tested, nothing at all. He was just telling people go and take it, just so.
And people would go and take it because they're ignorant.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're ignorant. They'll go and blindly take something and then they would say, I don't believe, you know, the authorities would mislead us and all these sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
People are losing their lives, you know, out of ignorance. People are losing their life. Many people going on a vegan diet and raw food. Steve Jobs, very rich guy, wasn't he?
One of the richest in the world?
One of the richest. What did he die from? Pancreatic cancer. What was his diet? He was a raw food vegan fruitarian, just like this same woman here.
Yeah.
Just like her.
No, but
and what happened to him?
You know, look what I tell people. People say, set really good boy because I'm suffering from so and so and thing. I say, listen, I'm not going to tell you yes or no because I haven't had the time. And you know this too. I haven't had the time because of the kind of job I in, you know, with chef cooking all our food on a Friday morning. I believe it on Chef Right Through. But I haven't had the time to really sit down with you and take the, you know, give it the, you know, information, whatever you need, in order for you to map out a diet for me, right? So I've been able to do that yet. But, so I say, I can't tell you firsthand, right? But what I can tell you is, I know of people who I've sent to him and they're good to go. Some of them, you know, have been suffering with things for a while and they have started to get serious relief to the point where it's almost as if it's non-existent now. I said, I could tell you that based on what people who have gone to him have told me, the feedback that I got. I said, and more to that, I said, it's not about what you hear from other people. You have to call him, at least hear what he has to say, and he will provide you with all the information that you need before you even make a decision on whether yea or nay. So don't ask me, call 7611952. That's what you have to do. That's what I tell them, you know. Call him because he could give you the information on your problem. I can't tell you firsthand, right? Because I haven't tried, you know, we haven't set out that yet. And I really need to get to that. Set that telling you serious. I really need to get to that. Yeah, boy.
And I can say as soon as you're ready. As soon as you're ready.
Yeah, I've
Right?
never
So-
had it so hard putting on my socks like I have it these days.
Uh-huh.
When I have to lean over, I have to do sort of put on my socks, you know, and it has somebody way here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to put the belly to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, man. But we got about a minute or so. I know next week you want to tackle. What do you want to tackle next week?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch on some drugs that have been pushed on now. You know, it's discovered to cause some serious health issues with
Okay.
the human body.
You know, one of the things that we had to talk about a morning, boy, bottled water, boy.
Oh, yeah, that's a good topic as well.
It was interesting. I was going through something the other day, and something popped up now, and it mentioned some bottled water and all the things that these bottled waters is having it that people really don't pay attention to now, and whether these things good for you or not good for you. I personally, I always like Wassa water, but then that is a whole next story by itself. But nevertheless, bottled water, boy, because, and the reason why is because, yeah, I know, we are rapper. The reason why is because so many people drink bottled water.
Correct.
It's like nobody drinks pipe water again. Everything is bottled water. So, you know.
Yeah.
But it should be an interesting discussion, but we'll deal with that down the road.
Yeah, it would be.
Your call set if you want to find out about reversing your disease instead of managing it. And to do so, you just call 761-1952. 761-1952. Yeah, man. So we'll pick up.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I had to get that
Thanks
dad going, boy. Yeah. I did have to buy longer socks.